Hi, it's Maureen Muldoon, and we are on Lesson 81, a review section. So we're now ready for another review. We'll begin where we left our last review off and cover 2 ideas each day. The earlier part of each day will be devoted to one of these ideas and the latter part of the day to the other. We will have one longer exercise period and frequent shorter ones in which we practice each of them. I love the idea of the word devotion. Because for me, discipline has always been sort of a hard thing, and that's why I think some people struggle with these lessons. To do them, we do them every day, and that requires a certain degree of discipline. But if you change the word discipline to devotion, it might make the idea of dedicating yourself to these lessons a little softer. I'm totally devoted to these lessons, as I'm going to be really disciplined about this. I don't know about you, but it just does it for me. Anyhow, the longer practice periods will follow the general form. Take about 15 minutes for each of them and begin by thinking about the idea for the day and the commitment and the comments that are included in the assignments. Devote, there's that word again, devote, some 3 or 4 minutes to reading them over slowly several times if you wish, and then close your eyes and listen. Repeat the first phase of the exercise period if you find your mind wandering, but try to spend the major part of the time listening quietly but attentively. There is a message waiting for you. Be confident that you will receive it. Remember that it belongs to you and that you want it. Do not allow your intent to waver in the face of distracting thoughts. Realize that whatever form such thoughts may take, they have no meaning and no power. Replace them with your determination to succeed. Your will, do not forget that your will has power over all fantasies and dreams. Trust it to see you through and carry you beyond all of them. Regard these practice periods as dedications to the way, the truth, and the life. Refuse to be sidetracked into detours and illusions and thoughts of death. You are dedicated to salvation. Be determined each day not to leave your function unfulfilled. Reaffirm your determination in the shorter practice periods as well. Use the original form of the idea for general applications and more specific forms when needed. Some specific forms are included in the comments which follow the statement of the ideas. These, however, are merely suggestions. It's not the particular words you use that matter. So the review for this section is really getting us to get into that practice, that devotion, where we tap into the lesson and then see if you can maintain the ability to be with the lesson for, and you can. So, however, these are merely suggestions. So, if thoughts should come up, see if they're in alignment with the lesson, and if they're not in alignment with the lesson, then see if you can let them go. And there'll be some thoughts that'll be suggested in the lessons that are just suggestions. You can come up with your own, and you will. So, Lesson 81. Our idea for review today are 61. I am the light of the world. How holy am I, who have been given the function of lighting up the world? Let me be still before my holiness. In its calm light, let all my conflicts disappear. In its peace, let me remember who I am. Some specific forms for applying this idea when special difficulties seem to arise may be, let me not obscure the light of the world in me. Let me not obscure the light of the world in me. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance. This shadow will vanish before the light. This shadow will vanish before the light. You could say this confusion will vanish before the light. This dis-ease will vanish before the light. This disharmony. So that's lesson review for 61. Lesson 62. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. 62. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. It is through accepting my function that I will see the light in me. And in this light will my function stand clear and perfectly unambiguous before my sight. My acceptance does not depend on my recognizing what my function is, for I do not yet understand forgiveness. Yet I will trust that in the light I will see it as it is. Specific forms for the use of this idea might be, let this help me learn what forgiveness means. Let me help me learn what forgiveness means. Let me not separate my function from my will. Let me not separate my function from my will. And finally, I will not use this for an alien purpose. I will not use this for an alien purpose. That's a review of lesson 61 and 62. Have a wonderful day. Devote yourself to these lessons, and they will see you through.
The sky knows when it's time.